Hello, trading has closed on September 26th, 2024. We'll do our disclaimer as we always do, go over our calls, make our predictions. It's my trading plan for Friday, September 27th, 2024. Remember, I can be completely wrong. Any trade you make should be made at your own risk. Today's pattern we said had the early low, which is this. Tomorrow has the early high. We had mixed signals. Commonest thing is a gap. Prompt move outside yesterday's range. We got that. I did not like yesterday's action. I thought that the target might not print, but it did. So 57.37.84 is crossed off the list. We had a possible top here. I said what the bulls had to do to kill the idea would be to gap and probably take out these highs, and that's what they did. So the gap never took the high, so they did what they had to do, and we got the commonest thing, gap and prompt move outside the range. Tomorrow has the early high. Early high or not, I have a lower target, 57.34.12. If we don't gap up smartly, that's my call for tomorrow. MEJT said this drop wasn't the real thing that we'd retrace. We already did. Now it says this rally's not for keeps, and we're going to go back to 57.34.12. If we gap up, the price is on the table, but not the time. If we don't gap up, that's my call. We came pretty close to giving a sell signal by the indicators I used on a number of things, and we never really triggered it. We came awfully close to DeMarc's sell here, but now the pattern's recycled, so we have to start counting over again. I mean, I had a wave count that would justify a top here, but it didn't hold. I'm going to make this the old count. We're going to have to come up with something else. This looks impulsive to me, so I came up with this, but I'm just not certain it's the right count at all. This could still be 1. This could be 2, and we could be in a giant wave 3 taking us much higher. And if wave 2 is complete, which it doesn't have to be, we could still be in it. I mean, this could be a third wave here of multiple degree taking us much higher. But again, I'm not certain of this count. But it doesn't break any rules. It's one of the possibilities. This breakout usually isn't an accident, that anything needs to be confirmed. If we can't go over today's close by 1 cent, this doesn't count. I mean, if we gap down here, I'm just going to ignore this. But for right now, we had a possible topping pattern. It took a lot of stuff to overcome it, and that's been overcome, assuming we get confirmation tomorrow. Well, Friday's pattern has the early high regardless of where we open. Typically, it's a rally day with a high in the final hour. If we fail, you drop in a straight line. So lower target, if we don't gap up smartly, the rules call for it to print. Even if we drop tomorrow, I can't count this rally as being complete. In fact, I'm just not certain of the count here at all, to be honest with you. We came close to giving a sell signal, we never got it, and usually that means more rally is coming, regardless of what happens tomorrow. A word of caution here. I have usually reliable sentiment indicators. It's close to giving a sell, and I don't have the figures for today, so it's possible before the open tomorrow, when I get the figures, I'll change my mind. I mean, if we get the sell signal and we open down here, then I'm going to take out my eraser. But for right now, I have a lower target. I have a pattern which usually closes near the high of the day. It doesn't break any rules if we have the straight line drop, but it's hard to believe the market went through all this trouble to invalidate a lot of inchoate sell signals just to laugh in our face and then drop anyway. I think we're going to go higher even if we drop tomorrow. All we need to do is to trade past today's close. But again, I take it a day at a time, and that's my call for tomorrow if we don't gap up smartly. 57.34.12, and at some time, I don't know when, we should see 57.10.49. That's today's call.